David Packlj and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not. Stopped at the 13. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The jet sweep pass. Will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's off to the races. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Loveland. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Going over the top. And he makes the catch at the 25. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
To the air, it's Orji. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The lone back's got it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Harbor. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Sanders. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. When a defense is backed up like this, you've got nothing to lose anyway. They're aggressive and create the negative play.
Yeah, they're being aggressive, Reese, and it seems like at this point on the field, they're actually starting to dictate to the offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. He's looking deep. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
To the air, it's Orji. Looking left. It's caught. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, churn up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make the play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. This time it's complete. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They go to the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Simon. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Surging forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Sanders. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. On the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Morris. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And here comes the offense on second down. Trying play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad one to shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Quarterback adapting. On a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. Corralled and brought down by the defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The snap sets up the throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Finds his man, they convert. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. And it's hauled in at the 10. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Offense gets set for second down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the 2nd half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for space, it's Sanders. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So the 1st half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Back to throw, it's Orji. Fakes the grab on the left. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fakes the pass. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Comes out throwing on first down. And it's lobbed into the air, and that one's going to be picked off.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The give to the back. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Now on 2nd down and short. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Complete to the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. On the option. The pitch. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Orji. throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Going to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll run the sneak for it. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air. It's Orji. Forced out of the pocket. Got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Buying some time. Looking down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The Wolverines have this offense rolling.
That's a really nice shot play called by the offensive coordinator. And what helps that coordinator feel confident calling that play? His offensive line. He knows these guys up front are going to give the quarterback time on a slow developing play to set up, scan the field, and find the open target.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Makes the grab. It's Packlj6. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Back to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
From the gun, looking for a man. Skips away from pressure. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because, you know, your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for those defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Buys a little time. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's going to take off. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
College football is a game of inches. Let's see how this thing plays out, man. They were just trying to ice the game. If they could have gotten that 4th down, that was ball game. Now the opponent has life. Their defense has given them a chance. Let's see what they can do.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Orji. He's moving out of the pocket. Connection to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. On the move, he fires. Snags it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This quarterback is having a Heisman moment in this game. These are the types of games that Heisman voters are going to pay attention to. He's now got over 450 passing yards.
And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and the ball's incomplete.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They're going to throw it again. Into the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll give it to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You
got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this third down?
Well, I want to be aggressive if I'm on defense. You could tell in these last couple of plays, they've been selling out, putting a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating the offense, trying to run the football and trying to bleed the clock. Now, I'd get after this quarterback. I'd be anticipating throw here. Just send the blitz and really dictate to them to give yourself an opportunity to win.
Quick pass on the jet motion. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that's being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Packlj, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another